Broadcasting from a non-basic land on a plane I probably don't care about, this is Tap Tap Concede. Hey everybody, welcome to Tap Tap Concede. My name is James. I'm your host today. Don't worry, I am also terrified. But joining me on today's episode, I have a Nelson.
Be terrified, don't worry.
And I have a Wheeler.
I think I'm liking this energy.
And because you already clicked on the episode, either on YouTube or in the podcast app of your choice, you already know that today we're going to try to stump the expert, and we will get to that in a moment. But first, let us thank the sponsors of this podcast. First off, how about our friends over at Card Kingdom? cardkingdom.com/LRR. That /LRR, it applies the affiliate code. It lets them know that we sent you. It really helps us out as well. And yeah, if you are looking to pick up some magical cards, maybe, I don't know, maybe some Infinity cards for your Legacy deck.
No, I got bad news for you, dude. Or good news for you.
Too soon?
No.
At time of recording, this was news.
At time of airing, it will be a week old news.
That may or may not be the main thing people are talking about.
It probably won't be.
Yeah.
Anyways, cardkingdom.com/LRR for all of your cardboard needs. A veritable kingdom of cards. And if at the end of your order you say loading ready run sent me button, please, you will get a small 1-inch button with a magic joke on it. Don't know which joke it is. I'm sure it's hilarious. And of course, everything that we do is brought to you by you over at the Patreon at patreon.com/loading ready run. We could not do this without your support. So thank you so much. And if you want to become a patron, you can do so at patreon.com/loading ready run. You can also subscribe or become a member, I suppose, here on this very YouTube channel. Just click the button below and hop to it. All right. Y'all ready to get stumped?
I think you're hilarious.
I'm washed.
I'm often hilarious.
Yeah, I've been stumped before.
All right. So it's been a little while since we did a Stump the Expert. So I thought I would ask Nelson and Wheeler if they had any suggestions or ideas. And the only thing that either of them said, Nelson requested nothing between Urza's Saga and Onslaught.
Yeah, that's the part of Magic where I didn't play.
No, that's all I know.
So I've got 4 rounds for us today. Round number 1 is the Exodus edition. That's the first set before you asked.
All right.
So you asked for nothing between Urza's Saga and Onslaught. Well, Exodus came right before Urza's Saga.
Okay.
Yeah. The second round is Legions. Legions is the set that came right after Onslaught. So I went ahead and made sure that I didn't pick any sets in the range that you asked for, but just barely.
I'm learning today that Invasion Block came out before Urza's Block.
What? No.
Is that right?
No.
Which one?
Legions came out. You're talking Legions?
No, I'm talking about the first
Saga
Exodus.
block, Masks block, Invasion block, into Odyssey block, Onslaught
Okay,
block.
sorry. What's Exodus?
Exodus
tied
is
to?
the last of Tempest.
All right.
Yeah, Tempest Stronghold Exodus.
Stronghold.
Yeah.
All right. I played Tempest, but maybe I didn't play Stronghold.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we didn't. None of those cards are.
I heard Exodus and thought it was part of Invasion Block. This is how much I don't know the sets I didn't play.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Round 3 is the weird round. Looking forward to that one. And then finally, as is tradition, we'll close it out with a lightning round. So we're going to start things off here. We're going to start Nelson. We're going to go back and forth. I've got a bunch of cards here from Exodus.
Okay.
Nelson, we're going to start with you.
Exodus. I said I definitely played.
Can we establish our steal rules as well?
Oh.
We allowed to steal?
So, yeah, I mean, if Nelson... Sorry, when Nelson doesn't get it...
When?
Wheeler, you may take a stab at it.
Okay.
Okay. Those are the rules.
Those are the rules.
I love that. That was very funny.
Great rules.
Great rules.
You ready?
Yep.
All right. Plague Bearer.
Plague Bearer. Generic, two generic black for a 2/2 summon Plague Bearer. When Plague Bearer enters the battlefield, deal 1 damage to each creature and player. Sacrifice Plague Bearer. Deal 1 damage to each creature and player.
That was so much It felt like you knew what you were talking about, but you got
What card
nothing
did I
right.
describe?
Nelson's trying to describe a hybrid of Plague Engineer and Plague Spitter.
Oh, that's so weird that I did that for a card named Plague Bearer.
Bearer, yeah.
Plague Bearer is 1 and a black for a 1/1 XX black. Destroy target non-black creature with CMC X. And it's like a zombie something.
Uh-huh.
Just blows other.
It's
Did you
a
have to
1/1?
sacrifice it, or does it just blow other creatures up?
Oh,
for
it
lots
just
of mana?
blows them up.
Just
It's
blows
got
them up.
Ron Spencer art.
Damn.
Yeah.
Paul, you want to bring that up? That is exactly correct.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So there you go. Summon zombie.
What? So wait, what? The one I was actually thinking of, not Plague Engineer.
Plague Spitter.
Plague Spitter.
Doesn't sacrifice itself, though.
Is it just when ETBs or the beginning of upkeep? or something?
ETB and beginning of upkeep.
Oh, it's beginning of upkeep.
Or
not
is it beginning of
sacrifice.
upkeep and die? It's got very cute chippy art.
Yes, I remember the cute little weird sort of triangular house shaped minion. That's probably a summon plague,
Bearer.
not bearer.
Plague Minion.
Plague sorter, plague haver, plague distributor,
Perfect.
whatever it was. Anyways, okay, hey, that's that zombie. That's what it does. You can pay a black and XX spitter.
Oh, look at that. Wow, look at that art.
Phyrexian horror. Can we see the original version? What does it say when it's like summon? Does it say summon horror?
I don't think they
Yeah.
have
Oh,
summon
Oh, they
at
had
this
creature
time.
on this.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, nice.
Man, this card rules. It just
Oh, so it's not ETB. It's begin upkeep and dies.
yeah.
1 damage to each creature and
Yeah.
player. But look, I remember the stats
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the
No, you
and the
crushed it.
and the mana cost or the the mana cost of this other card that isn't Plague Bearer.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm going to give a half a point to Nelson
Aw.
and a full point to Wheeler.
Incredible.
Aw.
Yeah. Wheeler, are you ready for your
Sure.
card here? Limited resources.
So it's a 1 white enchantment that says when it's a rare, and when it comes into play, you sacrifice. Each player sacrifices all their lands until they have like no more than 5 lands in play, and then players just can't play lands beyond 10 lands. It's some word.
I
There's
think
going
it
to be
might
a
be
version.
if you play a land, you have to sacrifice a land, so there aren't more than 10 lands in play total.
Oh, it just stops you from playing lands.
Does it for sure
Yeah.
just say you can't even play
Yeah.
them? Okay.
Yeah.
If there are 10 lands in play, you can't play lands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Commander ban list all star.
Yeah.
Yep.
Paul, you want to bring that up?
Oh, wait. Hold on. The artwork is.
Starts with a K.
I think it's Sandra Everingham.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Kieran.
It is
No,
Keith Parkinson.
Oh.
Keith Parkinson.
But you're very correct. Each player chooses 5 land, and then they sacrifice the rest. And as long as there are 10 or more lands in play, players just straight up can't play lands.
Yeah. Bandit Commander because, well, multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This just locks people out immediately.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, unless you play it before the other players have 5 lands, that it's not that miserable. It just means you only get 5 lands total, but that's not really how Commander was designed.
Yeah.
So not a fun, not a feel good Commander card. Certainly not designed with multiplayer in mind.
All right. We kick things off with a couple rares. Now we're going to go to a different rarity.
Also, shout out to other podcasts.
Yeah. Good job, Limited Resources.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only other Magic podcast.
Okay.
That's a lie. There's many
There's
of us.
too many of
There's
this.
so many.
If you found this one, you already know there's lots.
Some of them even good.
Not this one,
Nope.
but many others. All right. We'll give a point to Wheeler on that. Back to Nelson.
Okay.
We're still in Exodus.
Can I have a card that's famous and on the Commander ban list too?
Absolutely not. Reckless Ogre.
Reckless Ogre. 3 red for a creature ogre 3/3. Is this the one where it's like it has the boingy, but both players can play it? Pay 1 generic. Reckless Ogre gets +1/-1 until end of turn. Any player may play this ability.
Wheeler, would you
Is that
like
right?
to attempt this one?
I think it's just like a 3-mana 3/3 attacks each turn of Able for like 2 in a
One of
red.
those, okay.
But I don't actually know this card.
All right.
All right. Let's bring it up because you're both wrong. Although you were pretty close on some of the
This is a
stats here.
common.
The common.
This is 3 in a red for a 3/2.
Incredible Parente art.
That's a common.
Oh, okay.
This is a common. So it's 3 in a red for an ogre, 3/2, and it if Reckless Ogre attacks and no other creatures do, it gets +3/+0 until end of turn. So it attacks as a 6/2 if attacking alone.
That's actually shockingly reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this era had some messed up limited cards at common, like Root Water Crocodile or Root Water Alligator, excuse me. Which fingers crossed is my card, but yeah, didn't
It's
even know this card existed.
I don't think I've ever seen this card before.
Yeah,
All right.
But like I took a guess with the. Is it Reckless? There's a whole set of cards that are named.
there's
Am I thinking of-
Reckless Ember Mage, which is I think what you're talking about. That is
Isn't that one just
similar
blow
to
up
that.
lands?
No, this one has like a 0. Like this one has like a pinging ability, and I think it's also from Exodus.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to think of the ability that you can change the creature's power or toughness, but both players can do it.
Reckless
Seventh. Oh
Ember
yeah, that's a
Mage.
neat card.
So that's from 3 in a red for a 2/2 wizard. 1 in a red. It deals 1 damage to target creature or player and 1 damage to itself.
But I forget where this is from originally.
What's this from originally, Paul? Because we've got the 7th edition version up.
I think it's Exodus.
Seventh, I think, is an entirely reprint
So there's
set.
Mirage.
Exodus, or it's
Mirage,
in
right,
yeah.
Mirage.
Okay, Mirage. That makes sense.
Right.
Great art.
Uh huh.
Love that one. All right. Well, no points there. Wheeler, he had the Reckless Ogres. You have the Rabid Wolverines.
Oh, this is a 4-mana 2/2, and when it gets blocked, when it becomes blocked, it gets +3/+3.
I think it might be +4/+4.
Jesus, that's big.
Yeah.
Not quite.
No.
You're kind of on the right track with the ability.
Yeah.
You're a bit off on the CMC and power toughness.
3-mana 2/2 gets +3/+3.
No.
3-mana 1/1.
No.
Is it a Spriggan? The Hungry Spriggan?
No. Nelson, do you have any guesses?
No, I thought it was a 2 green for a 2/2 summon Wolverines or whatever,
Yeah.
and then has a on block trigger. I thought it was when this gets blocked, it gets +4/+4.
So it does have an. So it's a 3 green for a 4/4,
Okay.
and for each creature that blocks it, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn.
You don't make Wolverines a 5-mana card. Wolverines aren't 5-mana
I
cards.
agree.
Apparently, when they have rabies, you have to charge an extra mana for that.
Yeah.
And to pay them another mana, and then
Wow.
they only get +1/+1 for each blocker. But they start as a Dirkwood Boris. This card also is actually kind of solid. Definitely not.
Chandelier pilled.
Yeah,
All right, no points.
definitely not as weird as I thought it was going to be.
Last couple cards from Exodus.
Look at that. Wheeler didn't know that one.
Yeah,
We got there.
we got
I'm
him.
sorry.
It's not just welcome to Tap Tap. One person knows Magic cards, and the other one is also
In
here.
my defense, I was 6 years old when this set came out.
All right, moving on here. Nelson,
Yeah.
Penance.
The way he said it, it's like it had a you should know feeling.
Oh God, I don't know.
Indiana Jones kneeling. No.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're
So
kind of on the right track.
okay, it's gonna cost white mana.
You're correct.
Maybe just one. Maybe one in a colorless.
It's close.
You
one
allowed
and
to
two.
do-
generic.
There you go. You got
Are
there.
allowed to do this?
What's the opposite of leading the witness? 2 and a white enchant creature. And prevent all damage that would be dealt to enchanted creature by attacking creatures.
No,
All right.
this is a weird card. Wheeler, do you know what this card does?
I can like kind of picture this card, but I don't.
Paul, you want to bring it up? 2 and a white for an
Oh, it's
enchantment.
this card.
Choose a card from your hand and put that card on top of your library. Prevent all damage from a black or red source.
Oh, wild. Okay.
This seems like a very strange card.
Wow, this sucks.
So you have to
Yeah.
chittering rats yourself, but you get a like kind of better COP red and black because it can prevent damage to creatures.
Very cool that that this card exists.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop you from playing Magic if you're like a red deck by stopping myself from playing Magic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We both are completely ruined.
Uh-huh.
All right. I definitely goofed up and pulled the wrong card in here because this is incredibly easy. So I'm just going to give this one to Nelson.
What?
Nelson,
Okay.
Curiosity.
Oh, this is 1 blue aura enchant creature. that says whenever enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
You got it.
No, it's not combat damage. It's any damage.
What?
Steal. Nelson said combat damage. It's any damage.
There you go.
That's true. You want to bring that one up, Paul?
I'm glad you didn't let this run get you down.
What do you mean?
Very recently
It's
reprinted,
actually important
right?
that it's not combat damage because
Yeah.
those Niv
Yeah.
decks.
And this has been reprinted fairly recently a few times.
The reprint, it has been reprinted, but also the new ones say combat damage. Like
Yeah.
it's been remade.
Oh, okay.
Like Curiosity has been reprinted.
Yeah.
But more recently and more frequently, they're making Curiosity likes.
Oh,
you can
okay,
play like
sure.
4 or 5.
Can we get
Curiosities
the
in your deck.
8th edition art for Curiosity up? Because
Like,
that's
Does
some.
Keen Sense say any damage as well, or because that one was like?
I think Keen Sense also just
What
says
is
any
this?
Okay.
What is this
You're
art?
curious
What do you
about what's happening in that little,
Yeah,
that little
you're
meeting down
it's
there.
spying.
mean? Okay.
This
yeah.
is just Mission Impossible.
This card is the most beautiful foil you've ever seen.
I bet.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is
You
that's-
know what it
so-
is? You know why you like this so much?
Why?
I'm gonna give you a guess. It's one of your brands. What does it look like if you squint? Just or like make your eyes fuzzy. Look past it and then look again. What are you looking at?
A booby?
Starts with an E.
Oh, it does look like a big egg.
Yeah, it looks like an egg yolk. That's what the art is.
That's
why
me.
the foil's so
I'm
pretty.
all about breasts.
I mean, yeah, kind of. That's some pretty spiky areola.
Yeah,
but
that's-
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
Okay, there we go.
Hey, congrats! You listened to our podcast, and now you think eggs look like boobs.
Well, now I do. All right. We say goodbye to the Exodus round and move on to the Legions round. Now, correct me if I am wrong, but Legions is the set where everything was creatures.
Oh yeah,
Full
real
sets of
bad.
creatures. Yeah.
That seems like a really neat idea, but a horrible to actually execute.
You ever
well.
draft triple legions?
I kind of want to.
I mean,
It sounds miserable.
Packs
but-
are probably still available.
I think legions boxes are like not that expensive.
Yeah.
we should look into
Okay,
that.
I'll look it up.
All right.
Okay.
Nelson,
Sure.
we're going to start with you. Sunstrike Legionnaire.
Sunstrike Legionnaire. It's not 1 and a white for a 2/2 first strike, is it?
Nope.
Is this the one with Provoke?
Nope.
Is it a 1-mana 1/1 with Provoke?
Nope.
No.
It's a white creature
Yep.
Yep.
with Morph.
Nope.
Nope.
1 white creature Legionnaire 3/3. Sacrifice this to deal 2 damage to target attacking or blocking creature.
Nope.
Wheeler, you want to take a stab?
I believe it's 1 and a white for a 1/3. You can choose not to untap it during your untap step. It taps to tap a creature with power 3 or less, or it's 3 or greater. It's one of those two. And says,
Big mirror.
yeah, and it says as long as this remains tapped, the creature that it taps also remains tapped.
I think it probably says you may choose not to untap.
Yeah,
Sunstrike
yeah.
Legionnaire.
That's-
That's the first ability. And then the second ability is tap. Keep something tapped for as long as this is tapped.
I think so. It's something
So
like
does it actually tap it, or is it just like
they're
tap,
like
keep it
3
tapped?
blocks of text.
yeah. So you're on the right track here, but you're
this
off.
card sucks.
Yeah, you're off by a little bit. Paul, you want to bring this one up? So this is 1 and a white for a 1/2. It doesn't
Oh, it's mana
untap
value.
during your untap step.
Yeah.
Whenever another creature comes into play, you may no, it's not even a may. You untap it, and then you can tap it to tap target creature with CMC
Oh.
3 or less.
It
it's
doesn't
not
even
power
break those
toughness.
things
It's
down,
CMC.
though. It just taps them and
Just
doesn't
taps and
untap
doesn't
itself.
untap.
Yeah.
Well, in a set with all creatures, what do you think you're doing next? I mean, I
Sure.
guess you could use it for
Sure.
morph.
What if you rip a land? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't have morph. Oh, right. You can tap.
I just mean
morphs.
there are morphs in the set that you might spend your mana to unmorph.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We can get a box of legions for like, I don't know. I feel like we could haggle.
What
I
prices?
feel like you're
what
right.
prices are
Yeah.
you seeing?
Let's,
I don't-
let's
like-
email some suppliers.
600 to 750 USD.
for a box?
Well, it's because there's old card. You could probably, I don't know.
They're
Foil.
You know what? If you're holding sealed legions, you're trying to get that price tag expressly because you need that box of legions to pay for the time it's been on your shelf.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just like, what's my rent? I'm calculating the space
Yeah.
on the shelf that the box is taking up.
Exactly.
Multiplied by like 20 years, actually. Yeah, this card's really bad.
Yeah. All right. Wheeler.
Yep.
Your first card here is Killmouth Dragon.
Killmouth Dragon. That is going to be a 6 red for a 5/5 Amplify 3, I believe. Amplify, of course, being as it comes into play, you can reveal any number of dragons from your hand and put whatever the amplified number of counters are onto Killmouth Dragon, and then it flies. I don't think I mentioned that. And then it has a tap ability where it deals damage equal to the number of counters on it to, I want to say, target creature or player.
Yeah, I think you have to pay red, don't you? To tap it?
No, it's no cost
Just a tap.
associated.
You got one thing wrong.
Oh, does it have trample?
Nope.
Oh, it's
6
9 mana.
red.
Is it 9 mana?
You went the wrong direction.
4 red.
5.
It's
That's what he said
Five,
first time, isn't
five red,
five.
red.
I thought I said 5.
You said 6 red.
Oh,
believe.
okay.
I could be wrong. If I am wrong,
that's
I
fine.
apologize.
All right.
Paul, you want to bring this one up? So 5 red.
5 red.
But otherwise, exactly correct.
It's only
Okay.
7. It's only 7 mana.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was 5 red.
No, that's Imperial Hellkite,
Yes.
which is I think 6 red.
That one's not. This
But it
one's 7,
morphs
that
for
one's
5
9.
red.
Yeah.
Also from Legion.
So wait. So Amplify 3 means you have to reveal 3 dragons.
No.
No, for every dragon you get 3 counters.
If you have any number of dragons in your hand, you can reveal.
So if I
up to all
reveal
of them.
2 dragons, this thing gets 6
It's
counters.
11. Yeah, doesn't have haste.
I mean, that's
But-
still cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you play an 11/11 flying if you have 2 other dragons. In your
Yeah,
hand.
dude.
Oh my god.
Legion's rules if you want to play the best kind of commander. Because it's just a bunch of expensive garbage that just says, like, show to your friends all the other cool things you can do.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Look, I still have all these.
This
Yeah.
art also incredible in foil.
I bet.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
going to
that
look
makes
really
sense.
cool.
It's really good.
Values are really good.
All right, moving on here. Back to Nelson. Covert Operative.
1 blue. 2/2. Covert operative is unblockable.
So very much on the right track.
Very close.
Very close.
Okay, all right.
Very close. Wheeler.
4 and a blue for a 3/2. Covert operative is unblockable.
That's correct.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. It's a wizard.
It is a wizard.
It's got a guy
with
going
no
past
creature.
Cephalid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I opened so much Legions as a kid.
Yeah, I also
Dude,
opened
my-
1 or 2 packs.
My elf deck needs more elves, so I'm going to buy the set that only has elves.
Actually,
Only has creatures.
the first constructed deck I ever put together for a tournament was elves from like this era, the onslaught block. Yeah.
It's a cool card. All right, I'm going to give half a point to Nelson and a 3/4 of a point to Wheeler for bringing it home. Appreciate it.
Great.
How you feeling about Hundrug?
Hundrug.
Hundrug.
This is
is a Canadian Highlander deck,
6
wasn't
and a green for a 4/7 with cycling 3.
That is exactly correct.
Yep.
Wild.
Yeah.
Beast.
Beast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a beast.
Yeah. Oh, I know the Hundrug.
Why is the H not capitalized?
That's just a stylistic choice from this era with cards. I don't know
Interesting.
why.
I think that might be the capital H of that font.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah. And there's another letter that is like this from this era. Oh, what is it?
It's none of the other ones that I have.
Well,
Everything
it's
else
definitely
here.
nothing on Hundrug.
Yeah.
All right. Snap point, Wheeler. Good job. Back to Nelson here with Goblin Assassin.
Okay. Goblin Assassin. I want to say 3 red. God, I remember this card. Is it a 3/3? It's a summon goblin.
Mhm.
And then it can like tap to kill creatures, kind of like Royal Assassin, but then your opponent like gains control of it. So it's like tap, destroy target tapped creature. That creature's controller gains control of Goblin Assassin.
You're putting way too much control in knowing what this card like.
No,
sorry.
we're into
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna-
Go
I'm-
ahead. Go
if
ahead.
No, I'm curious to see if you can figure this out. I'm going to give you the key ability and see if you can go from there.
Oh, okay.
It's a flip a coin.
Yeah, you flip a coin.
You flip a coin.
Yeah, flip a coin.
Does that ring any bells?
Maybe the creature doesn't have to be tapped. Tap, flip a coin. If you win the flip, destroy target creature. If you lose the flip, someone else gets control of this card.
It's so much worse than that.
I believe it's 3 mana 2/2.
Okay.
Or is
Five
it-
ma- five mana.
Sorry,
Five mana.
three red for a
Yeah,
2/2.
you were correct on the
5
CNM.
mana was
Yeah,
right.
3
for
red
mana.
for a 2/2.
Yeah.
Whenever it or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you flip a coin, and then if you win the flip, or no, it's not even your control. I think it's whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you
Okay.
like can flip a coin, and then if you lose the flip, you just lose the Goblin Assassin.
Like it dies.
And if you win the flip, you just kill the creature. I'm trying to remember how. It's so bad.
I thought this card gave itself to your opponents. No? Okay.
No, it just it killed.
alright,
It just
alright.
you. If you lose the flip, you lose the assassin.
I do remember this card.
but I can't remember the formatting on win the
cast
flip. If
So
it can also
it's
ETB.
whenever Goblin Assassin or another Goblin comes into play,
Oh, that's
each
what it
player
is.
flips a coin. Each player whose coin comes up tails sacrifices a creature. So you don't even call the flip. You just flip it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If it's tails, then you have to sacrifice a creature.
Okay.
very
Also name Goblin Assassin,
Yeah.
Profession Goblin Assassin.
Goblin Assassin.
Yeah.
Goblin Assassin.
Yeah.
All right, no
Very
points.
cool.
No
All right.
points.
All right. Sorry, Goblin Assassin. I've never cast you.
My bad.
Wheeler, how are you feeling about Withered Wretch?
Oh, this is you got to pick a new one because this is too. But the kids don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know about
don't know
Withered
about
Wretch.
how important Withered Wretch is. and
Black
how
black
everybody
2/2. Pay one generic exile card from a graveyard.
Target
it's a
card.
Zombie. Yeah, target card. It's a zombie cleric. It's got a guy going like this.
knows. Yeah.
It's in like a yeah.
We've
so
both played it a lot of times.
Wait,
so
do that-
sit down, James.
You already messed up because
Let's
you
all
went
do
like
that again.
this, and he's clearly like this.
Well, I went like this. I went
Hands down.
Yeah.
Not to the side. Look at the hands.
It's got another guy.
Oh,
going
you
like
want me
this.
to? So instead of doing this, you want me to do this?
Correct.
fair.
There, you got it. You did it.
Tom Hildebrand art?
Yeah. This one. This one was like extended playable, standard playable.
Oh, okay.
1.5.
It's actually scavenging ooze from
Yeah.
before we had scavenging ooze. This is what we. This
is
is what
what
we
you
did.
had.
This is how we lived.
You kids don't get it. You didn't get a counter. You didn't gain life.
No, you
You
didn't
just
get-
got rid of their graveyard.
Your thing didn't get bigger. Maybe it matters that it's a zombie, but probably
Yeah.
not. You just get to remove their graveyard. Yeah,
It's good. Good with your Rotlung Reanimator in your zombies deck.
It's also true. Yeah.
All right. We leave the Legions round and we move into the weird round. This is not going to go well. All right. First up, we have scheme cards.
What?
What?
Yeah, scheme cards.
Scheme cards?
Truly, James
Yeah.
is the arch enemy of this podcast.
Yeah, that is correct.
Oh,
So-
that's what those are.
Yeah. So, Nelson, do you have any idea
Nope. Nope. Behold my vile plan.
what my crushing masterstroke does?
My crushing masterstroke. When you reveal this scheme, deal 5 damage to each opponent, draw 2 cards, and make a 4/4, I don't know, token.
You can't name a card my crushing master stroke.
Yeah.
Come on, you just put out the fleshlight. He can't do this.
That's what it's called.
Geralf's masterstroke.
My crushing master stroke.
Wheeler, do you have any idea what my crushing masterstroke does?
No, it's not a real magic card.
That's why it's the weird round. You're going to have a bad time this round.
Yeah.
You were going to have to name what Galectrode does.
Yes.
I was so stoked.
I was really excited to see if one of you would be like, oh, yeah, I know exactly what this is.
I actually like the format, but no one's played with me since release weekend.
All right, let's bring up my crushing masterstroke.
Oh, of course. How could I forget? It was a scheme all along.
When you set this scheme in motion, gain control of all non-land permanents your opponents control until the end of turn. Untap those permanents. They gain haste until end of turn. Each of them attacks its owner this turn if able.
Cool.
Okay.
So I guess
Resurrect, or yeah, what's it called? The big one? The 8 mana? Steal
don't-
all your stuff?
I didn't listen. I'm trying to
Yeah, you're
Google all those.
to be fair, what I did, so I thought I would try to be nice during the weird round. So I looked at all the schemes and I organized them by price and I picked the 2 most expensive.
There's 70
Because-
of these pieces of shit.
Yeah, they.
Oh my
searched them.
god.
All
There's
right,
a whole deck.
we got another one.
Great.
Wheeler, do you
Yeah.
know what Behold the Power of Destruction does?
Oh, is that the one? It's a scheme, and if you would set a scheme in motion,
Yeah.
you instead set that scheme in motion 3 times. I like barely caught a
Did
glimpse
you
of
actually
it.
just Google it? What the hell?
No. Nelson,
I don't even know if I got it.
Oh yeah, when you set this scheme in motion, all creatures get minus X. Then at the end of the turn, you may return any creature with mana value 6 or less from any graveyard under the battlefield.
Wait, hold on. Did you say you said behold the power of destruction?
yeah.
Oh, you picked the second to the third most expensive. You missed the first one, which is what I read.
What was the first most expensive?
Plots that span centuries.
Oh, when I look,
Holy shit.
I don't
Guess
get it.
how much money this card is.
$500.
No.
like,
Okay.
I don't know, like
$5.
$50.
Yeah.
$50.
$50.
All right. Behold the power of my destruction. When you set the scheme into motion, destroy all non-land permanents target opponent controls.
Oh, behold the power of destruction.
I'm sorry.
I thought you
should've-
said hour of
Yeah,
destruction.
I should have been more clear. I
It's
apologize.
okay. It's fine.
Great. I'm feeling.
We all
really-
make mistakes.
I'm feeling-
For instance, I showed up today.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about the weird round because now we're moving on to avatars.
I mean,
Oh, for Vanguard?
this could be
I
fine.
believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Avatar. This is for
Whose
Nelson.
turn is it yet?
Trade Wind Rider.
Oh, I don't remember this one. Okay, let's say you're on. I want to say Tradewind Rider gives you minus. Stop it. minus 4 health
One
plus
second,
2
my
cards
mom
in
is
hand.
sick.
I'm gonna say minus 4 starting life total and plus 2 cards in hand, and then let's say you can just tap 2 creatures you control to return target creature to its owner's hand. Now they wouldn't make that an avatar. That's too busted.
James, they don't even
Just
have this
having-
on Scryfall.
having-
These are on Scryfall.
having
It's
the
not in the
Tradewind Rider
drop-down menu.
ability on the Vanguard. No, it's gonna be something that's in
You're-
flavor.
You're actually kind of you're on
kinda
the right
close?
track with some stuff here.
Okay, let's say you can pay 2 mana and tap 2 creatures you control to return target creature to its owner's hand. I balanced it.
Not quite. Wheeler,
Okay.
any guesses?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say
Your
for
starting hand is increased by 1,
Well,
and
I
your
got
life.
that starting life total right.
No, you said decreased, right?
Oh, it's increased by
It's
4.
increased
Oh,
by
okay,
4.
Okay.
And then for 3 mana, each player returns a permanent they control to its owner's hand unless they pay 2 life.
classic
you were right.
blue.
Yeah, so you're right about the bouncing part.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Wheeler,
Yeah.
Chronotog.
Has Wheeler gotten like 5 different cards that have been in constructed decks in this Stump
No.
expert?
You mean the Avatar Chronotog?
Yes.
Oh, it's the Avatar cards. Right. For a second, I'm like, he just has to name Chronotog.
So maximum hand size is +2. Life total is +4. And you can skip a turn to draw 4 cards.
Close.
Oh.
Nice.
Sick.
Good guess.
I mean, you're on the right track here. So, Paul, you want to bring this one up? Your starting hand is reduced
my
by
God!
1. Your starting life total is increased by 1. You have no maximum hand size. And for, is it 0? Draw
0.
3 cards. You skip your next turn. Activate this ability only
they
once per
nerfed
each
it.
turn.
I swear to God, I didn't see that.
Nice.
But that's okay. Cool.
Let's look at this little homie.
Because if it's an Avatar, the +3/+3 from regular Chronotog is like cards in your hand instead.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I went with meditate.
Right. You said 4 cards.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You should give Wheeler 0.99 repeating of a point.
All right. That sounds good. All right. Moving on to the final type of cards for our weird round. We have planes.
Oh, actually, this one.
This one I feel like could maybe work.
Yeah,
Can I go first? Can I go first, please?
Yeah, you can go first.
Tap for white mana. Land.
Oh.
I've got, for you, Nelson, I've got Academy at Talaria West. What is this plane? What do you do on this plane?
I have to actually recite what a plane is. We can't just take my dad joke and call it a day. So, Academy at Talaria West. Something about artifacts, probably, or taking extra turns. Let's say when you roll the... Or it could be about phasing as well. It could also be having to do with phasing. How about... What is it? It's just something happens on chaos. Something happens that's static. Or it could be that something happens when we plane shift to this place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or away.
Or away. Right. Okay. So when you plane shift to Talaria West, each player phases out one non-land permanent that they control. And then if you roll chaos, the person who rolls chaos can phase out something of their choice. And when you planeswalk away from Teleria West, all permanents phase back in.
That's what I was.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Maybe that's right. Maybe I played on this plane.
I feel like that's close.
I think it's like you have to phase something out when you get there, but not
Yeah.
all your stuff. And then if you roll chaos, you can like mess up somebody else's
So
stuff.
I'll give you a small hint here.
Okay.
That's not even remotely close.
Great.
I think we're on the right path.
All right. Okay.
Not even a little bit. Paul, you want to bring this up?
Artifacts cost one.
No. At the beginning of your end step, if you have no cards in hand, draw 7 cards. And whenever you roll chaos, discard your hand.
I'm sorry. What the hell
Yeah.
does this have to do with any of the Teleria?
Yeah, you're allowed to be Black
I didn't
Lotus and you're
decide.
allowed to be Time Walk, but Time Twister is not at Teleria West. That's not where they found that. It's a different place, right?
I don't know, man.
The vibes of
Like, is this supposed to be the
Academy.
memory jar sort of thing?
I guess. All right. Whatever.
Very cool chaos. Just like,
Yeah.
oh, I rolled chaos. I don't get to play Magic the Gathering.
Well, unless you have to go to your end step and then you have cards.
Oh, I'm rolling again.
Just roll again. I discard my hand, then get off this plane.
Yeah, get me out of here.
Yeah.
I don't even want to wait.
All right, Wheeler. Is it Steam Maze?
Instants and sorceries cost 1 less to cast. And then when you roll chaos, it deals. You choose 1. No, this sucks. Instants and sorceries cost 1
Just
less to
copy a
cast.
spell when you roll.
Yeah,
chaos.
I think
Your
the next
spell
spell you play is copy.
Like
and
instant
you can
or
choose new
sorcery. Next
targets.
instant or
Yeah,
sorcery.
yeah.
Not
yeah.
permanents.
So you're actually on the right track, but you've flipped them.
What?
You can always do that every
So
time. All your spells
you can
are
bring
copied.
this one up, Paul. Whenever a player casts
Oh,
a
wow.
spell,
Oh my God.
instant or sorcery spell, that player copies it and chooses new targets.
Great.
But when you roll chaos, whenever you roll the chaos, instant sorcery spells cost 3 less to cast.
Wow.
This plane would be so happy with Magic Design today.
Yeah, this is literally just Magic Design.
Every
Make
set has
everything.
like 3 cards that copy spells.
Yeah, everything copies spells, and everything costs 3 less than it should.
Yeah. Exactly. They're just printed as 3 less than they should be. That's right.
Perfect. All right. Well, that was a weird round. I don't regret a thing. Which means we're moving on to our final round.
Okay.
This is the lightning round.
Okay.
What I have done is I've gone to Scryfall and I've typed the word lightning into the text box.
As is
And
tradition.
then I have removed every card that came up with the word lightning in it that is identifies as a red card.
Oh,
Great.
So I have 4 cards here. And I'm going to tell you their type and their CMC.
2-mana artifact.
2-mana artifact.
Equipment.
Stop it.
Jason,
Stop it.
0.
Stop
Artifact
it.
equipment.
Nelson, you're going to go first. I have a white card here.
Uh-huh.
It is an instant. It has lightning in the name. What is it? And what does it do?
I got your ass.
Lightning cat. Creature. 1 generic, 1 white for a 2/1 first strike.
That is incorrect. Wheeler?
Now, I may look like a total dickhead if I get this wrong.
Yeah.
But I'll still look like a total dickhead if I get this right.
Uh-huh.
I believe it's lightning reflexes, James.
That is incorrect.
I believe it's lightning. It's 1 and a white. Target creature gains first strike. You draw a card at the beginning of the next upkeep. It's an instant and a rare from Ice Age.
Like lightning senses.
You are correct. It's not
Yeah.
that. But that's exactly what it does, but that's
Yeah.
not what it's called.
Lightning.
We have to guess the name, hey?
Lightning talons? No, lightning talons is the
That's a
equivalent.
different
Lightning
it's a red
claws.
card. Lightning claws.
Can you give us a hint? What's the second word start with? Lightning breath?
Is lightning the first word?
Yeah.
Wait, the first. I
word's
asked you
lightning.
what the second word started with, and you went.
Giving you a hint.
Lightning air, lightning winds, lightning breath, lightning
Lightning blow.
Breathing.
There you
Like-
go. It's
lightning blow.
lightning blow with Harold McNeil.
Oh, second problematic artist you've shown today, James. You're getting your ass canceled for those schemes.
Anyways,
All right.
You knew what this card did. Hey, I was right about the first strike part.
Yeah.
This card's a rare.
Yep.
Is it? Oh my God.
Yeah,
Wasn't like Lance a rare
yeah,
or an uncommon or something? Yeah. Was
yeah.
Lance
But
a
they
rare?
at least had couple of years to be
Yeah.
like, hey, we probably
No, they
should
didn't.
print these.
They
here.
didn't. Yeah, that's not what they used it for.
All right, Wheeler.
First
Yeah.
block ever, Ice Age.
I have a single mana artifact.
Single mana artifact.
But
with
it might not be a
lightning.
generic mana.
It's a generic mana.
Oh, wow. Casting cost of 1.
Single generic
Great.
mana.
It's a creature.
Oh, it's
Wait.
1 mana 0/3, and you can pay 3, tap, sacrifice it, deal 3 to any target, and it's from Jumpstart.
So you are on the right track.
2 damage.
No, that part was wrong. The activated ability costs more.
Costs 3.
Costs more than that.
Costs what? 6?
Less than that.
5.
Correct.
Nice. Got him 1.
What's it called?
Lightning Refractor.
Nope.
Reflector.
Nope.
Conductor.
No.
Constructor.
No.
Recharger.
No.
Refresher.
No.
Rejuice.
Regatta. Ricci Mahjong.
Dear God.
What does it start with?
Paul, bring...
Okay, let's give up.
Wait.
Okay, what does it start with?
Yeah.
So it's a hyphenated lightning blank, and then the second word starts with an E.
Lightning ejector. Lightning extruder.
No.
Energizer.
Do you know what the hyphenated lightning?
Lightning Core.
Hyphen.
Correct.
It's Lightning Core,
Oh.
and it's not Energizer?
No, it starts with an E.
Lightning Core.
Effigy?
It's got an ER at the end of it.
It's got an OR at the end.
It's got an OR at the end of it. And it's not Energizer?
It's not extractor?
It's not is it Extractor?
No.
I don't know.
It is excavator.
Excavator.
That's a normal word.
The lightning core excavator. 1 mana 03, 5 tap sack, 3 damage to any target.
I'm shocked I knew as much of this card as
I was impressed that you caught. Yeah, this one I was actually curious to see if you would get. So.
I'm lightning bolted that you knew as much of this card.
Did you pay 5 mana for that lightning bolt?
Feels like it.
All right, Nelson.
Yes.
This is a 2 mana artifact.
Lightning Greaves, perhaps? Artifact dash equipment. Equipped creature gets Shroud and Haste. Equip for 0.
What's that?
Oh, lots of them, but originally Mirrodin.
Correct. Although it wouldn't, in the original printing, it didn't say shroud.
Oh, okay.
It says protection
Can't be
targeted by spells or abilities.
That's
Yeah.
what Shroud means. Cool. And can attack and use tap symbol this turn.
All right, there it is right there. All right, we have one final card in the lightning round. Wheeler, this is a 3 mana artifact.
Lightning Coil.
Damn it.
From a rare from Mirrodin.
Yeah.
Around this card.
Yeah, I forget exactly what it does.
There's
I think
a lot of, there's
yeah,
like
a lot of
20,
words.
24 levels of text on this card.
Yeah. Okay, so it uses charge counters.
Yeah, so it uses charge counters, and you remove those charge counters to make elementals.
What are the elementals?
I think they are 3/1s.
Do they have trample?
I think they have haste.
Okay.
I remember these being awkward because they're
Yeah.
like kind of spark elementals, but they're,
They're
not spark elementals.
I think they have haste and not trample.
Yeah,
How many charge counters do you have to remove?
I think 5.
I think it's might be 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
To get what? 1?
No,
get-
you make a bunch of them. I think.
Okay. And do you sacrifice the artifact or is
No,
it chill?
it stays.
How did the charge counters get on?
You cast spells. I think you cast artifacts.
I want to say that a non-token creature has to die for the charge counters to go on.
that actually sounds correct.
And I actually played this card, but it's been a while. Like it was in the casual.
I have also not played this card for 20 years. yeah.
And I want to say maybe you can take 3 off to make 1, and it doesn't sacrifice itself in a turn.
No, it
or
just-
have trample. It's just a
Yeah,
3/1.
just 3/1 haste.
Haste, and I don't really remember how the charge counter.
It's got a face of it's got a
Yeah.
face made out of lightning.
It's like a
between
kinda
two
triangle
like
shape, right?
conduits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You want to there it is right there. So whenever you were right, whenever a non-token creature you control is put into a graveyard from play, you put a charge counter on it.
5. Yeah.
And then at the beginning of your upkeep, if it has 5 or more charge counters on it, remove all of them from it and put that many 3/1 red elemental creature tokens with haste into play. Remove them from the game at the end of turn.
You do have to exile them in the turn, and they don't have trample, and you have to get 5 creatures to
Yeah.
die on your side. after you put it into play. There's a reason I didn't keep playing this card.
Yeah.
But I remembered it was like creatures dying.
Mirrodin is
like it's kind of
great.
a weird black-green card or like aristocrats card. I don't know.
Mirrodin is great for the coolest cards you've ever seen with some of the best art and best foiling. And then you just read them and you're like, what the hell, dude?
I will say
Why do I have to go through so many hoops?
I kept every foil I ever opened in Pack Draft back in the days of Mirrodin for years, and I probably still have most of them. I don't know if I have a single foil that hasn't pringled. Like it looks cool, but also like I can see it from like the side. You know? Like, yeah, it's bending all of the light around it.
All right.
Sweet.
Great.
Thus concludes another episode of Stump the Experts, where you were the winners and nobody else, because I didn't keep track of the points.
I'm pretty sure I was way ahead.
I think you were, actually. Yeah,
probably.
I believe you. You absolutely were.
The viewers
so.
paying attention knew that I got all those half points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They add up.
That counts more than remembering what Curiosity actually says.
But I got Hundrug.
You did get 100.
It should be worth 100 points.
Yeah,
So-
I should have given you it.
all right.
Nelson can win, but I have 100 points.
Hey, if you have any suggestions or recommendations for a future Stump the Expert, maybe that is what you can let us know down in the comments this week. Because I do always enjoy putting these together. They're a lot of fun. I will say full disclosure, I had one ready to go, and then it just disappeared from my Google Drive, and I hastily remade it, and I would say not quite as good. Because I didn't have
We
the
still
time.
had fun.
This was
but
good.
We appreciate
But
you,
yeah,
James.
I feel like the weird round was maybe too weird. Maybe in the future we won't go that weird. But otherwise, I think that was a lot of fun.
These sadists at home love to see us score.
Yeah, no, the weird round was fantastic. We had actual cards that Wheeler didn't know.
That's true.
what?
Yeah,
Like,
that is true. All right, friends, thank you so much for hanging out today. We really appreciate it. Just a quick heads up, we're going to be taking next week off the show. We are just starting today, actually, as we record this, production of the brand new series of Friday nights. So we are going to take a quick little 1 week break from the show, but we will return in 2 weeks' time with a brand new episode of Tap Tap Conceit. So please do be sure to tune in for that. In the meantime, thank you to our sponsors, friends over at Card Kingdom, cardkingdom.com/LRR. Go check them out. Go buy your cardboard needs. If you're in the U.S., you can actually just straight up buy a sealed product from them. But otherwise, if you need some singles, we'd highly recommend checking them out. And of course, everything that we do is brought to you by you over at the Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Big thanks to Nelson and Wheeler for putting up with my shenanigans. Thanks to Paul for running the board on this one today. Thanks for Heather for getting these edited and put up. And that's going to be it from us today. See y'all next time. Bye.